Hello everyone and welcome back to the Perfect French with Dylan. Today I have a very short lesson for you. We are going to learn the differences between écouter et entendre. We're also going to see sentences for each and then we are going to review quickly the conjugation. I am going to do more videos like this one. I'm planning to do also savoir and connaître. If you have other words that you keep mixing up, please leave me a comment and I will make sure to make a video about it. For this week's video on Monday we saw everything about masculin, féminin, all the rules that you need to know if a word is féminin or masculin in French. And yesterday was a very long lesson. It was the 500 most common French verbs. It is basically the recording that goes with my free ebook that you can get on my website. The link is in the description box. All the videos I'm going to talk about today are also going to be all in the description box. First, let's start with the main differences between écouter et entendre. Écouter means to listen and entendre means to hear. Écouter is a verb of the first group. It ends in ER. So it's a regular verb. Entendre, on the other hand, is a verb of the third group. It ends with DRE. It's of course an irregular verb. The participe passé of écouter is just écouter with a E, and the participe passé of entendre is entendu. Entendu. With a U at the end. They are both conjugated in passé composé with the auxiliary avoir. The main difference between the two of them is that écouter is an active verb. You really have to focus to listen to something. When entendre, you can just hear something without really listening. So, entendre is a passive verb, while écouter is an active verb. So, écouter, actif, entendre, passif. Let's see some examples. J'écoute de la musique. J'écoute de la musique. So you really have to listen. If you say j'entends de la musique, you can hear somewhere some music, but you're not listening. You're not actively listening. J'écoute de la musique. And for entendre, j'entends quelque chose. J'entends quelque chose. J'entends quelque chose. So you're not actively listening, okay? You're just hearing something. J'entends quelque chose. So this is for the present tense. Now let's see two more examples with passé composé. I'm gonna put all the videos about conjugation in the description box. Tu n'as pas écouté le professeur. Tu n'as pas écouté le professeur. You didn't listen to the teacher. And pour entendre, il a entendu un bruit dehors. Il a entendu un bruit dehors. Another conjugation that we have not seen yet is impératif. It's when you give an order to someone. Like I said, we haven't seen it yet, but I really wanted to put it here because you are going to understand very quickly. So for écouter, if you want to give an order, you're gonna say listen. Then it's écoute. Écoute. You can't really say that with entendre, because entendre is a passive verb. It doesn't work with an order. Technically it works, you can say entend, but you will never say that in real life, okay? So I'm not putting anything for entendre. Now let's see very quickly the conjugation for both of them. If you need to review, this is perfect for you. Let's see écouter, present tense. J'écoute, tu écoute, il écoute, elle écoute, on écoute, don't forget the link, on écoute, nous écoutons, same thing, nous écoutons, vous écoutez, ils écoutent, elles écoutent. So remember, I say that every time, but there's only a different pronunciation for nous and vous. Everything else is pronounced the same even though the ending change. So all of them are pronounced écoute, just nous and vous change. For the passé composé, we saw the participe passé and we saw that it's always conjugated with avoir. Participe passé is écouter with a E. So we have j'ai écouté, tu as écouté, Il a écouté. Elle a écouté. On a écouté. Na. Nous avons écouté. Vous avez écouté. Ils ont écouté. Elles ont écouté. Very easy with the verb ending in ER. Now let's see entendre. Entendre, present tense. J'entends. Tu entends. Il entend. Elle entend. On entend. N'entend. Nous entendons. Entendons. Vous entendez. Ils entendent. Elles entendent. So this one is a tiny bit different than the other pronunciation that I just told you for écouter. This one, the 5 first have the same pronunciation, but il and elle pluriel have a slight different pronunciation since we pronounce the D at the end. Ils entendent. De. And for the passé composé, it's also with avoir and the participe passé is entendu. J'ai entendu. Tu as entendu. Il a entendu. Elle a entendu. On a entendu. Nous avons entendu. Vous avez entendu. Ils ont entendu. Elles ont entendu. So don't forget that the U is a very, very low sound. Okay? U. U. That comes from the back of the mouth, your throat, and it's a very, very low sound. It's not like oo, oo. Oo is higher, it's higher in your mouth. U comes really from the bottom. Okay? If you want me to make a video about pronunciation for oo and u, I can try to make that happen. Just let me know in the comments. Talking about comments, don't hesitate to leave me a comment if you have a question about French, about anything. I will do my best to help you. You can connect with me on my Instagram, my Facebook page, and this YouTube channel. I try to answer every comment I get and every message I get. And I will see you soon for another lesson.